Hey Virgo, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So, hey, what we're here to do is spend some time with you, and this is going to be for all Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus signs. What we're going to do is tap into your energies. Now, keep in mind that these energies we'll be tapping into are collective energies. So, it is a general read. So, if you'd like a personal read to tap into your own personal energies, then go here into my description box below, theguidedintuitive.com, and we'll get you set up, okay? All right. Thank you to all of you that have booked the Beyond the Read sessions. We just cleared another soul from a negative belief, and I'm so excited. It's been just heartwarming is all I could say. Heartwarming, and a lot of times tear-jerking, but it is really, really helping many of you out there feel so much lighter and so much more relaxed, and just ready to move forward in their life, and feel much calmer. Okay, so if this is something that you're interested in, if there's a negative belief, if there is perhaps a negative emotion of some sort that might be standing in the way of a relationship, of a situation, of your career or business, do check us out up here in my description box below. If you're unsure of a particular service that we offer and kind of want to know how we might be able to customize it. I had to kind of get that out. Jeez. We had to kind of customize it. Then we can do that, okay? Check out our discovery session here. Book it on my calendar. We'll have a quick few minutes to be able to discuss which type of service will be best for you, or what combination of services might work best for you, or perhaps it's accountability that you need in terms of coaching, and you are just hell-bent on a particular goal that you want to achieve, and you need an accountability partner in terms of that process. A lot of times you don't know you need it, but I will say that through that process, I've got a coach, and it's quite amazing that it kind of helps me along my path, and I do believe in that aspect. So if you are interested in that, again, still check out the discovery session that we can determine which would be best for you. Okay, all right. So this way you can clear everything out. Before it hits all of the holidays that would be coming up, and you'll be able to ramp up for that new year on a much lighter and fly to greater heights. At least I think so. So do check us out. But let's see where you're at right now, Virgo. Where are you at right now? Here's your first card. All right. We have got interesting. Who got this too? I'm trying to think who got this too. I think it was Leo. I don't know if you're dealing with the Leo, but in any event, check out your moon rising signs as well as your Venus. This is repetition. So this is actually just what I was talking about, guys. I can't plan this. It just comes out. But this is basically talking about some sort of anguish of some sort of repetition. Sorry for the glare there, guys. That is taking place on somewhat of an unconscious level, because you see that crescent moon there, right? So this might be happening, that you might be experiencing some sort of anguish. It might be coming up through the unconscious in your dreams. Whatever the case, it feels like a little bit of a stampede on you, right? It is hindering you in a relationship or a situation. Now, keep in mind that I'm going to be talking to you about this side and talking about the other person or the who on this side. Feel free to interchange the messages or reverse the messages. Also, this could be a situation as well. Many of my subscribers or new subscribers tell me that, hey, Michelle, this is talking about a situation. So note that. But really, what I'm seeing here, where you're at right now, there's some sort of repetition. I think you're recognizing that. It's like the unconscious is bubbling up, and now you are actually being able to see what it was that has been hindering you in your relationship or in your situation or in just life overall. Okay, so that is something to take heed about. Okay, so hence that beyond the read, but that's what this is talking about here. So what we want to do is to put an end to this, to get rid of this. So let's see. Now, it could stem from childhood as well, guys. So it could be something that was passed down to us in childhood, in our upbringing, maybe ideas, beliefs, of life were embedded to us as a child, and in order to survive in that environment, in terms of a coping mechanism, maybe have taken on those beliefs subconsciously, or just thought that, obviously I want to be loved, so I'm going to continue to do this. And that happens to many of us, in the past. So do keep that in mind, and that's one of the reasons why I had developed this particular service. But we're going to clarify this. We're going to see what wants to come up for you and see what that is, and see where this might be going. So we're going to pull some tarot on this and see what that is for you here. Okay. Wow. Having a tough time shuffling this. I'm just going to do a little board shuffle here. Give me 2 seconds here. Wow. Sorry about that. I had to really take it by my hands and just work with it here. Something. Let me just see here. Wow, your higher truth wants to come out here. So that's what I'm seeing. It's like, I think that you're seeing the truth of this repetition that's coming into play, and you are really looking into your higher self and saying, what do I need to do to rectify? What do I need to change the situation? How am I going to change the situation? And I really think that that's the case. So, standing in now your own truth, now that you know what has been bubbling up, and now that is now kind of repeating itself, but I think now you're recognizing that. You may have seen it in your dreams or dreamt about it, and now has given some signals into what your actual truth is in this relationship situation, or what this repetition is here. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead to the other side over here and see what that other person, where they're at right now. Okay. Let's take a look at that and get some more info. Okay. Here it is. Discernment. Okay, interesting, guys. So this is about this person taking careful look at the situation, the relationship, and being very discernful, but also about the choices in their life. That comes first. That's what I'm feeling first. That it stems from the choices that they're making in their life. And I think they're actually now choosing and picking, becoming discerning about particular things that they feed into their body, things they feed into their surroundings, the people that they surround themselves with. And they're stopped and they're thinking, does it make it fruitful? Does it help me bloom in my support with them? And is that happening? Am I around supportive people who believe in me? So it's really keeping those around you, keeping things, places, or things around you that really are supporting you, and being very discernful of what it is that you're putting in, into your realm, surrounding your aura, and bringing that in. So that's what I see on this particular side. If we clarify that with the tarot, let's see what wants to come out. Yeah, which means putting a death and putting an end to things that maybe weren't working. Okay, so persons, places, things, situations. This is about putting that something is coming to an end. The tower is a major arcana card. When I see this is just telling me that, hey, at this particular time, something is actually being taken care of. There is some sort of an upheaval in a relationship or in a situation that has made you become very discerning about what it is that you're going to have around you. Okay, something had to happen for that to take place. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the potential challenges are, and the potential or challenge is on this side. Over back to you, Virgo. Let's see what that is. Okay, what is the potential, but also could be the challenge here. Okay, let's see what that is. Here it is. The potential is to move forward in this relationship and situation in moderation. Now, it might have to deal with love, because we've got a couple hummingbirds here, right? And they are the messengers of God, so to speak, in terms of the spiritual animal realm. And they go from flower to flower, and they give love, right? So, and this is interesting because this is about two. So there's two of them, all right? And it's quite beautiful. So what I'm seeing here is that that love needs to be moved forward or handled with moderation. Okay, that is going to be key. All right. So looking at love, but being moderate in terms of how you're going to move forward. Okay, so that's what comes in. Now that is the challenge, because perhaps you just want to just move forward pretty fast, right? Could be the case for some of you. Okay, but this is saying hold the horses take it one step at a time, right? Let it reveal itself as you move through, especially in terms of communicating love, right? And that type of thing, because you've got the blue chakra, that's about communications on the throat chakra there, right? The blue is the color of the throat chakra. The green is, of course, the love that stems from the heart chakra. So this is actually just leaning into love, but leaning into it in a moderate way, not overdoing it, kind of that type of thing. So there might be a challenge as it pertains to this, because love, sometimes we just want to rush towards it, right? Oh, it's about, being moderate in your approach and moderate in this, relationship or situation, whatever, is the case right now. So that's what I see. Let's clarify with the chair and see what wants to come up for you here in terms of moderation, your potential challenge. Let's see what wants to come out here for you here. What is it? Wow, yeah, Queen of Pentacles. This is actually just being careful as to where they place that of which they revere, that of value. Could be money in terms of the situation, could be, love, whatever. I say that because whatever it is that you value is what's represented in the coin. Pentacles typically represent the earth sign and might pertain to the coins, so to speak. But so do keep that in mind, but being careful where you put the coin, where you put that of which you value, and you're being careful that you just don't plop it anywhere, right? And this is like a rabbit at the very bottom of it. You see this rabbit? You can see it kind of in the corner. Sorry for the glare there, guys. You see that rabbit in the corner there? This is interesting because rabbits want to kind of jump ahead, right? So remember we were talking about, kind of using moderation for love. Maybe you just want to move forward like a rabbit, and I'll stop there. But then this is saying is that, being very, careful as to where you put that coin, where the love is going to and how you're feeding it and, where it's going to, that type of thing. So that's what I see here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other side. What are the, so that we go here, what do we have? We're at right now, potential challenges. Yeah, let's go to the other side, potential and challenges. Sorry, I had to think there for a minute. What are the potential and challenges? Let's see what that is. Okay, here we go. Unity. Wow. This is about coming together for a force that's even greater than both of you, or both, as it pertains to the situation. So this is beautiful. This is about, being connected through others in the world and having wings. If you're in, maybe this is a work situation and it's for the greater good, and maybe it gets wings for the greater good when that is the reasoning behind that. So unity is about also finding compromise in this relationship or situation. Could be about finding, compromise in this situation, what's fair to both sides, that brings both sides together, right? In unity, right? So that's what's coming through for this other side. Now let's go ahead and pull another card. Let's pull a tarot and see what wants to come through over here and how to clarify this. Here it is. Yeah, coming together. It's going to be a success, okay? So in this relationship or situation, this person really thinks it's really is focused on compromise, working things out, and they're being revered for this. This is about being successful in that and doing so, right? So this is a 6 card that talks about growth. So whatever's happening is growing to that next level rather well, and this wreath is of success. You could be dealing with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be the case here. So that's what I see here. So that's quite interesting. Yeah, quite interesting. Wow. Yeah, and that's what kind of wants to shine. So it's going to be a success. So I kind of like that. I like to see that that's what's happening here. Okay. Wow, how interesting. Okay, sorry there, Virgo. I had to stop for 1 second there. So, okay, so let's continue this. I want to see now, what is it that you need to focus on? What is it that Virgo needs to focus on? What does Virgo need to focus on? Here it is. Ooh, okay. I pulled the tarot on that one. Next up, we actually get the 4 of Cups. Okay, so this is focusing on the situation, going within and meditating, but not being able to see what the universe is bringing forth in terms of emotional fulfillment. Stuck on perhaps what the past or what it is else that they see the way things should be working out, when in actuality there's another one of these cups coming their way, but it's coming in a different way that they didn't anticipate it. So I'm just saying that Virgo could be the case. I'm going to clarify this. So the Four of Cups could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and you're maybe taking on this energy, or you have got someone around that you're kind of dealing with that could be the case. But this is saying is that you might not see something coming your way because it's not coming in the way that you had anticipated it, okay? It's coming in a different way, in a different form, okay? So this is saying keep your eyes open, all right? When I clarify that with one of our cards here, yeah, this is about turning up the heat. So it could be in a relationship or situation as it pertains to love, because you've got love coming. This is the heat means, to turn it up and to shake it up and try something a little bit different in terms of the situation. Maybe look at things different. And this is saying to turn up the heat on an opportunity that is coming your way as it relates to love. So what you need to focus on is turning up the heat a little bit. And what's beautiful about this is that the universe is working with you. If you see the hands of the universe that are reaching behind your head and pushing you forward and giving you the wings to propel you, you've got a slight gust of wind of nudge from the universe that wants to propel you to move forward and fly. And it's a lot of passion here too. So this is quite beautiful. But yeah, turn up the heat a little bit on a relationship or situation. It wants you to move forward in that rather than be disappointed perhaps maybe as things are, okay? That's what I'm getting, okay? So what does the other person need to focus on? What does the other person need to focus on this side over here? Potential. This is focusing on the opportunity to transmute things a little bit. Maybe instead of hiding in fear, stepping out and saying, hey, I'm going to be the conductor in this and I'm going to move forward and transform this type of energy. So it could be transforming the energy that maybe was the lower level energy in this relationship or situation. And rather than staying in fear and in hiding, stepping out, knowing that is there, and transforming and transmuting that energy to bring it out into the light, right? And that is a powerful way. It's almost as like it's taking a lump of coal, or obviously, and turning it into some sort of diamond. All right, just transmuting, taking low level energies and using that powers that create that to the powers that rise above that and move it forward in a much more positive light, right? Because it feels better that way. If anything, if the only reason is that, it's that, right? It just feels better, right? Fear and moving towards love, right? The opposite of fear is it feels love, and so getting rid of this and using love as that opportunity and transmuting that. I'm going to pull a tarot on this too, and what they need to focus on is the potential in this relationship, not what's not working. Focusing on the potential. Okay, so that's this person over on this side. If I clarify that, let's see what I get. Let's see what we get over here. Yeah, by doing that, you get to calmer waters. You're not stuck in the fear that's over here, right? And that fear is what at times can kind of hold us back from what the things that we really, really want in life. So you've got the potential energies to move forward in a much more calmer way, right? So this could be about this person moving forward and maybe acknowledging the potential in this relationship to calm the waters, or to perhaps for some of you to move on to calmer waters for another potential. Okay, note your comments below. Very much well could be. So what are the strengths in the situation? Back over to you here, Virgo. What are the strengths? What's the strengths? Balancing things out. Okay, balancing things out. Now this has come up for another sign as well, but this is about transmuting the energies. This is about taking the polarities of opposites. You've got the positive, you see the positive sign here, and then the negative sign here. You got some opposites that attract, but they're transmuting through elevating maturity, and how do I want to say this? Elevating your spiritual maturity. Okay, it's transforming. It's bringing in that balance, guys. Yeah. So that's what I see here. So your strengths is about bringing in the balance. Let's see what else wants to come through. I'm going to pull this, and what's going to help you to create that balance. What's going to help you in that? Let's see what that is. Okay, here we go. Honesty. You can't always expect the truth from others, but you can always expect the truth from yourself. So this is what this is bringing forth. So balance is about bringing honesty into the situation, okay? That's what wants to come through. How interesting. Wow. So that's going to help. Anything else in terms of that balance side? Pride. And this is about, this is really about loving yourself and seeing yourself in everyone. So this is saying just to be honest, don't be prideful, to really focus on loving yourself and seeing yourself in everyone as well. Okay. So that's going to help in terms of the balance, in terms of the strengths. What about this other side? What are the strengths of this other person? What is on this other side, the who or the other person? What is that? Wow, for them, what's going to be their strength is revising the situation, right? Just like we talked about here in terms of looking at it differently, transmuting it, right? And looking at the potential. This is saying that takes a little bit of a rewire, right? And and so that's what's going to happen, and that's what's taking place. This is beautiful. So the strength is this opportunity for this person to rewire something of which was not working before in this relationship or in this situation. And sometimes it takes a little bit of a rewire, and sometimes it's an unconscious rewire, hence beyond the read, right? So this could be the case that's kind of coming into play here. What's going to help this person in the rewire? Okay, let's see what's going to help them in that process. Purpose, to know what they're here to do, and having a purpose in terms of this relationship and situation. So perhaps there's something that's standing in the way of their purpose, in terms of clarifying that it needs a revision. So that's one way to look at it. Or this person knows that there's a higher purpose, right? Because what we got in here is coming together, unity. There's a higher purpose to rewire this situation or in this relationship, okay? That's what I see. Anything else outside of that? Failure. The understanding that if they failed in this in the past, maybe in the past when something didn't work out, that they can obviously move to those calmer waters, be more discerning who they have in their life, and know that failure is just a mistake, right? An opportunity to learn, right? And that is the key here, right? It's not a mistake, it's just a mistake. You just hop on the horse and you do it again, okay? And each time you would level up and level up and level up in your knowledge, right? And that in there in itself, is not, because you're going towards your purpose. And you might even be, your purpose might even be helping those move forward on their purpose. So it's just gonna take a revision of how you look at something. Okay, so that's what I see. So what is the suggested approach on your side? Let's go over on your side here, Virgo. What is on your side? What is it? Connection. Reach out and make the connection, even if it's an emotional one, right? Because she's built underneath the waters. But when you open up a little bit underneath the waters, rather than just pushing it down, it's going to be very fruitful, because you're acknowledge something, and you're going to create a lot of growth and a lot of beautiful, majestic growth around. And that's what I see around her here. So by opening up creates a connection. By being honest and seeing yourself in everyone, and you're creating a connection, right? And that connection can bring a lot of growth in you, but growth to the situation or the relationship, okay? Anything that's going to help you with that. Let's clarify the connection real quick. What's that? Wow, by doing so, you discover your own superpower. Wow. This is so cool. Getting rid of the pride and seeing yourself in everyone, and and being honest in the situation and connecting with the person, acknowledging your emotions, it helps you discover your superpower within you, right? That you just didn't realize that you had. It brings in a whole new world. So this is about using 100% of your mojo in the situation, in this relationship, okay? To bring the connection. So 33 that reduces to a 6, that is growth that's taken place. So growth is happening here. Quite beautiful, okay? It's discovering your superpower. It's kind of like it's like, whoa. I mean, as I look at this card, it's like you see your smaller self down here, and then you recognize your higher self that's swooping in and saying, yes, I am your higher self. I'm reminding you of the mojo that you have inside you. and I'm reminding you that you've got a superpower inside you, and this is saying to step into your power, okay, in this relationship, in this situation, okay. This is beautiful. What about this other person? What is it? Wow, that's so cool. The suggested approach, this other person. Yeah, what is it over here? Well, this revision, but I want to find what is it that this person needs to know on this side? What is it that you need to know on this side? What does this person need to know on this side? What do they need to know? Here it is. Wow. This is saying is that they're on this upward spiral of grace, right? Interesting how a little rewire can actually change how this person catapults. Look at this. It's like the same sky, beautiful sky looking down. Sorry for the glare there, guys. I'm going to move myself here. So yeah, you see he's looking down, at the sky, and this is now using the power to look up. So they're recognizing that after this revision, it moves into this upward spiral of grace. Wow, this is so beautiful. It's a 39 card. It brings into a 12, reduces to a 3. This is about having that creativity in terms of revising, kind of revising this situation, this relationship. I'm going to pull a tarot to see what wants to come out. See what wants to come out. Yeah, you know what's funny that I get? It's no more of this. So if there has been some sneaky behavior in the past that's come to an end, come to a complete end. Yeah, and what else do I see when I clarify that? An opportunity, an inspiration for a new beginning. This is about creation and inspiration, the potential for this, right? Potential to create something new. Quite beautiful. What's the potential future moving forward? Here it is. Potential future on your side moving forward, centering yourself. Get centered, and this is all about being honest with yourself, perhaps taking off the masks or becoming centered and becoming very fruitful in the centering of that, where things bloom all around you, okay? And there's a lot of growth comes around you when you center yourself, okay? This other side, potential future, what is it? Reaction. Oh my gosh. So this is about reaction. It could be, to a particular situation. I think there's an opportunity heading this way, and this person's moving forward with passion. And I really truly believe that. Moving forward with a lot of passion and understanding that something has taken them back so they can move forward. It's quite beautiful. It's like they're stepping back and recognizing something within them that is blooming, and they're so taken back by the beauty. Remember what we talked about, this upward, there was an upward spiral of grace. How much good can you handle? Wow, how much good can you handle? And then this person's taken back by it. Wow. The things that the universe can do that leaves us in awe. So, guys, I hope that this resonated with you in some way, shape, or form, and I look forward to seeing you in the second half of November. Until then, namaste.